Aptera claims to have a market for around 600,000 units of its solar trike, but does it? We'll be trying to answer that question in this video, so stay tuned. Hi, this is Echo Electric, where we talk about all things concerning EVs. Remember to like the video. If you're enjoying our content, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications to stay connected. Before we get into the video, I'd like to pass on a special message regarding one of our core team members here at Echo Electric. Lewin is a founding writer and editor here at Echo Electric. He is a sickler and has lost 2 siblings to this disease. Lewin has battled the dreaded sickle cell disease all his life, and his health keeps deteriorating as the days go by. Despite the severe, debilitating pain episodes, frequent hospitalization, and bed rest recommendations, Lewin still puts up with creating the unique content we put out here. Lewin is indeed a fighter, and the best we can do for him as a team is to help him stay healthy. Lewin's health can be completely restored with a bone marrow transplant and a bilateral hip replacement. So we call on all our audience and fans to donate and see that he gets these surgeries. We'll really wish that he stays healthy. We hope you'll want that too. Please check out his GoFundMe campaign in the description below. When Aptera disclosed that it would try to raise more than $20 million by gamifying the process, it also pointed out its investment page. Apart from the leaderboard that reveals daily information on how many people have invested more than $10,000 in the company, which 106, and how much money they have already put in the company, which amounted to about $1.32 million, the page also brings an interesting graphic. It discloses how many solar trikes Aptera thinks it can sell per year. Considering the numbers the graphic presents, it was suspected it is an estimate for the American market, but there is nothing there confirming this. I'll work with them as if that were the case, because this is the scenario in which they make more sense. According to Aptera, it can sell 600,000 solar trikes per year because it appeals to motorcycle and 3-wheeler buyers, which is about 120,000 units per year, 2-passenger car drivers approximately 140,000, efficient commuters estimated to be 140,000 as well, energy-saving advocates 80,000, and environmental advocates 120,000. That's a lot of numbers, but not just numbers. Potential customers to the Aptera 3-wheeler. When the page was developed, the business aimed to supply 10,000 trikes by 2023. It now states that it would be satisfied if the first units were built in 2024, but this is not the topic of this video, but where I'm more interested in Aptera's estimations. According to Bi-Lateral, motorcycle sales in the United States will be 441,000 in 2021 and likely around 430,000 in 2022. Despite a decline, Americans purchased 455,000 motorbikes every year on average during the previous 10 years. I couldn't discover any credible information for 3-wheelers, although the figure is unquestionably smaller than for motorcycles. Aptera predicts that a significant proportion of customers looking for these vehicles will go for their solar trike instead. If we simply examine motorcycles, it is 26.4%, or more than a quarter of all bike consumers each year. Aptera boasts that its solar tricycle has a market for 600,000 units, but does it? Aptera then discusses 2-passenger vehicle drivers. I can only think of clever Fortwo units, which are no longer available in the United States. Pickup trucks, roadsters like the Mazda X5, and coupes like the Chevrolet Corvette or the Audi R8 that meet this description. It is such a broad universe that anything with 2 seats could fit, so I wonder how Aptera figured out 140,000 of these buyers could prefer its solar trike. When it comes to efficient commuters, energy-saving activists, and environmental supporters, the math becomes even more enigmatic. Where did the corporation get the information about how many of these people dwell in the United States? How did it determine the proportion of these persons who would purchase an Aptera, and how did it validate these figures? At this moment, it appears that this is more wishful thinking than a realistic assessment. The fact is that the Aptera is a wholly new product that is pioneering a previously unknown market segment, solar trikes. It is arguably more crucial to determine how much these trikes will cost before determining how many of these vehicles can be sold every year. Efficient commuters will not pay $50,000 for a two-seater vehicle. On the other hand, even gas guzzler fanatics would purchase one if it cost $10,000. Everyone is looking for a good deal. Aptera Launch Edition need $50 million to become a reality. How many people would pick an Aptera over a Toyota RAV4, which begins at $27,975, or a 2023 Prius that costs $27,450 if the price was between these two? None of these cars are solar-powered or as energy efficient as the Aptera, but they can transport 5 passengers. Unless you're truly into Aptera's offer and have the means to join the queue, this might be critical for anybody investing that sort of money. Being a commercial success has less to do with what the firm promises to do for the environment or the future of the world and more to do with the price tag. We're pretty much in the dark without knowing how much the business intends to charge for each of its trike versions, and any demand estimate is difficult to trust. Surprisingly, a few days ago, 96 people had joined Aptera's crowdfunding campaign, raising $1.2 million, and just a day later, the number of persons had gone to 106, and the total amount raised was $1.32 million. These 10 new employees contributed an additional $120,000 to the company. Surprisingly, RP is now the leader, despite having just placed $10,500 into the game and having previously spent $1,640,000. Aptera's campaign is gaining approximately 17.7 individuals every day. At its current rate, it will approach 1,024.6 individuals in 58 days to sell the 2,000 launch edition autos it expects to deliver. That is just half of the expected output. If the company is unable to speed up the process, this may be the greatest indication of demand it can give. But that's just one opinion. What's yours? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section below. Again, don't forget to like and subscribe for more content like this coming in the future. And if you feel touched to contribute to Lewin's treatment, don't forget to check out the GoFundMe page in the description below. Thank you, and thanks for watching.